This is why collectors say, never clean your coins. Don't just look at the shine. Watch the surface. These lines are not just a cosmetic problem. They change how the light behaves. Cleaning does not just change how a coin looks. It changes the evidence left on the surface. At first glance, a cleaned coin can still look bright. It can still look collectible. But collectors are not only judging brightness. They're judging what happened to the metal. And that is the beginner trap. Bright does not always mean original. When a coin is wiped, rubbed, polished, scrubbed, or cleaned with something abrasive, the surface can be physically disturbed. That disturbance can create hairlines, flatten the texture, and make the light smear or break instead of flowing naturally. An original surface behaves differently. The light travels across the metal instead of just flashing off damaged areas. Now, the important clue is not just that there are lines. The clue is how those lines interrupt the surface. They pull light in a repeated direction. That's the difference between a normal mark and a surface that has been disturbed after that coin left the mint. But this is important. Not every line on a coin means that it was cleaned. Mint-made lines, dye polish, and mint-made texture can be part of how the coin was made. Cleaning hairlines are different. Often they're repeated, directional, and unnatural. They can cut across the surface in a way that mint-made texture does not. The question is not simply, are there lines? The question is whether those lines belong to the original surface behavior or to later damage. You may hear people say cleaning can be done so well nowadays that no one can detect it. The honest answer is that some cleaning is harder to see than others. But under the right light, angle, magnification, and experience level, many cleaned coins will reveal themselves. So the better question is, why risk the surface at all? Especially if it's an even marginally valuable coin. Shiny is not automatically bad. And darker is not automatically bad. The issue is not whether a coin is bright or dark. The issue is whether the surface is still original. Now, this coin was pretty clearly mechanically cleaned. Mechanical cleaning means wiping, rubbing, polishing, scrubbing, or using something abrasive on the surface of the coin. That can physically mark the coin. Now, chemical cleaning or dipping is different, but it can still be dangerous. If overdone, it can strip surface layers or leave the coin looking unnatural. Professional conservation is not the same thing as kitchen table cleaning. If a coin may have value, why experiment on it? A cleaned coin may still be genuine. It may still be collectible. It may well still have value. But once the surface has been altered, that becomes part of the coin's condition. And that can lead to a details grade, lower buyer confidence, and reduced value. But the root problem is the changed surface. So, what should you do instead? Well, to protect your coins from your oily skin and possible fingerprints, if possible, wear gloves. But at the very least, handle coins by the edges. Keep them dry. Store them safely. Don't rub them with a cloth. Don't polish them. Don't use toothpaste, baking soda, jewelry cloths, or silver cleaner. If you're unsure, photograph it under good light from different angles and ask before acting. The rule is not really about protecting dirt. It's about protecting the surface. Don't try to improve the shine. Preserve the evidence the coin already has. That is Collector Bootcamp Rule 1. Cleaning changes the evidence left on the surface of the coin.